Organisations across the Lancaster district have been working tirelessly for decades to provide activities for children and young people in our city, towns and rural areas. The Lancaster Youth Partnership is a collection of community, voluntary and faith organisations that came together in 2022 to respond directly to the immediate challenges facing the district. With funding from the Westminster Foundation, the partners were able to provide additional opportunities for children and young people to improve their confidence and self-esteem, build and maintain friendships, and support learning. The partners were also able to work more closely together, collaborating on exciting new initiatives and sharing expertise and resources. The overall aim was to create life-changing opportunities in order to support children and young people with their physical and emotional well-being.
It's inspired me to get out a lot more and to do something with my day. It's really helped me just get up and do stuff.
In terms of our challenges that we've been facing, I think very similar to a lot of different places. Events of the last few years have had a real negative impact. The pandemic with COVID, lockdowns. I think of a lot of our young people who are struggling with social skills because at that point in their life where they would be developing those, whether it be out with friends at school, they've not had that.
Regarding the general community and people that access our service, it's been really such a challenge during COVID and post-COVID. Lots of families struggling financially, struggling to feed the children. We have an increased amount of families that have doubled over the last couple of years that are using our food clubs. And yeah, poverty is a real issue that we see on a daily basis here for all ages, children and young people obviously suffering and more vulnerable.
A lot of families have been struggling recently, so we've been providing food parcels out to the community. It's really important for the children to learn to take pride in their community. We do the litter picks so that the kids can feel that their estate is valued and that they can feel that they're doing something for the estate. We don't have a community centre, we don't have any support workers in the area. We don't have anything for the kids to do out of school hours. They don't really have a safe space to go out of school or out of home, which is really important to have somewhere to go, to form friendships, to form social skills, to learn about, you know, what opportunities there are, you know, apprenticeships, colleges, what they could achieve if they went to school and succeeded, you know.
It's been absolutely really powerful because obviously we've been stretched for funding here and we can provide what we can, but being part of the partnership has enabled us to just stretch our reach a little bit. We've been able to do outdoor activities, outdoor challenges that we just wouldn't have had the funding to do without the partnership being involved. We've been able to take young people out of the area, out of the comfort zone, go up to the Lake District, go on residentials, do woodcraft skills and all the sort of things that we just wouldn't, as an organisation here with staff limitations, we just wouldn't have been able to do. Also taking them out of the comfort zone to meet other people out of the community, which actually for our young people has been a real challenge for them. There's sort of a little bit of a safety net here with the community and people they know. It's very familiar. But they've met lots of young people outside of the community in different organisations.
For us at Stanley's, I think developing the triathlon came from the need that we saw young people through lockdown were totally uninspired. They weren't active, they were very anxious, and they needed something to focus on.
And for us, what we do at LYC, it's about challenge. It's about challenging yourself to undertake something that you didn't think was possible. You know, what a phenomenal outcome with young Manot learning how to swim during the project. That was just.
Yeah, I remember him turning up on the first swim session at the side of the pool, totally anxious, couldn't even get in, absolutely hated the water, and to see the growth in him and the fact that he's out there in salt air pool all the time is absolutely fantastic.
My greatest achievement is the swimming part of the triathlon, because when I started I couldn't swim at all, but by the time I went on I started to feel more comfortable underwater.
The benefits for us being part of this partnership have been the learning process that we've had with yourselves, because I think that's been amazing, and you've opened our eyes and our doors to other activities and aspirations for young people.
For us, equally, working with your team, with your staff team, it's been really empowering for us. It's given us a lot of education and a lot of advice and guidance as well, because you guys have got a long history of working in the youth and community sector. It's always beneficial to see how other practitioners work and how we can adopt certain approaches and certain practices. So it's been really powerful for us as well. What we both do really well, I think, is put the young person right at the centre of it, and we work around them in order to empower them, to inspire them, and to challenge them to make meaningful change in their lives. And I think certainly that's what I saw with your team. That's what our team were bringing. And
I think it's important to have a very clear understanding of the partners that you're intending to work with. Really get to know them, really follow them, really understand what their aims are. If you can find your key objectives, even if it's one or two, and develop and work with those, I think that's the way you take it forward. But as it's all about transparency, commitment.
What I love about the Marsh community is the sense of community. It really is. A lot of the people, families that live here have lived here all their lives. Our young people are extremely passionate, and it shows in the passion that they have for the local area and the sort of sense of ownership really of the centre and the surrounding areas.
Now, if I had one wish for the local community, it would definitely be that we had our own community centre. We'd like to be able to run our own youth groups, have our own pool table, have a safe space that people can come out of the home and come and join in with friends.
My one wish is that this community centre remains open. We have had obviously challenges and funding cuts, and I know everything's stretched and we've managed to continue. But my wish is that this could continue and expand, because it's such a valuable service that we offer.
So for me, it was about making sure that Skirton has those opportunities, that our community and our residents have those opportunities that everybody else has.
Children and young people will thrive if the organisations that work with them are supported and connected locally and nationally. We aim to bring organisations together, including the community, public and private sector, to respond to local needs. At the heart of this are the voices of children and young people. With the support of the Young People's Foundation Trust, a national charity which supports local collaboration, we will develop a member-led charity. We will work with a network of people whose mission will be to support and strengthen the work of the youth sector so we can build better lives for our children and young people. If you are interested in learning more, you can find further information on our website, lancastercvs.org.uk.